In life, we often feel an overwhelming sense of urgency to have everything fall into place, to meet our soulmate, to achieve our dreams, and to live the life we imagine. It's easy to think that love, success, and happiness should happen according to our personal timeline at the moment we want them. But when it comes to matters of the heart, God has a plan far more intricate and thoughtful than we can comprehend. The truth is, timing is everything. We might go through life feeling frustrated, thinking that we should have met our soulmate by a certain age or achieved specific milestones in a particular order. We may look around at others who appear to have it all together and wonder why our own story hasn't unfolded in the same way. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that we are often not ready for what we seek at the exact moment we think we are. The universe, or God, or whatever higher power you believe in, knows exactly when we are ready to embrace something as profound as love. For example, think about the times in your life when you've encountered people or opportunities that you weren't prepared for. Maybe you met someone before you truly knew who you were, or you got an opportunity that you weren't ready to seize. You may have experienced moments of regret or self-doubt, but I believe these moments happen because timing wasn't aligned with your personal growth. The universe gives you what you need at the right time when you are ready, even if it feels difficult to wait. Soulmates, too, come into our lives when we're meant to meet them, not necessarily when we are actively searching. Sometimes we need to go through certain experiences, face challenges, or heal from past wounds before we can truly connect with someone on a deep and meaningful level. In a way, our soulmates are also prepared for us at the right time when they too have done the work they need to in order to be the partner we deserve. It's like planting a seed. The seed needs the right conditions: water, sunlight, soil, and time to grow into something strong and beautiful. If you try to rush the process, the plant won't thrive. Similarly, when we try to force love or try to rush into a relationship, we often miss the deeper connection that could have blossomed if only we had been patient. There's beauty in the waiting. It's in the moments where we learn about ourselves, grow stronger, and understand what we truly want from a relationship. And then, when the time is right, when we have reached a place of true readiness, that's when God shows us our soulmate. It's when we are at peace with ourselves, when we no longer feel the need to chase love, but instead let it find us naturally, that the right person enters our lives. In the end, trusting that timing is everything allows us to release the pressure and live with faith that what is meant for us will come. When the time is right, God's plan for our love story will unfold, and it will be far more beautiful and fulfilling than anything we could have imagined. So, allow yourself the grace to trust in divine timing and know that the wait will be worth it when the right person steps into your life at the right time. Many of us have heard stories of love at first sight, those enchanting tales where two people lock eyes across a crowded room and instantly feel a connection, as if the universe itself orchestrated that very moment. It's easy to dismiss such stories as romantic fantasies or myths reserved only for the pages of novels or the scripts of movies. But what if love at first sight is not just a fantasy? What if it's real? When we meet someone who feels like they've always been a part of us, there's a deep sense of recognition that goes beyond mere attraction. This isn't just about physical chemistry or the excitement of meeting someone new. It's about a profound emotional connection that seems to transcend time and space. In that moment, it feels like everything falls into place. For some, this may happen in an instant. For others, it may take time to understand, but there is no denying the pull that draws you to that person like an invisible thread binding your hearts. The beauty of love at first sight lies in its inexplicable nature. It's as if your soul recognizes the other person's soul, as if you've known them in another lifetime, or that deep within you are somehow connected on a level that words cannot describe. In that fleeting moment, you can feel a sense of comfort and familiarity, as if this is where you were always meant to be. There's no awkwardness, no uncertainty, just an overwhelming sense of being exactly where you are supposed to be. What makes this phenomenon so powerful is that it's not something we can control. You can't force yourself to feel a deep connection with someone. You can't fabricate chemistry or create a spark out of nothing. It's something that happens naturally, and when it does, it's as if the universe aligns in that precise instant to show you that this person could be the one. It's a feeling of destiny, a sense that fate has worked its magic to bring you two together, even if you didn't know it was going to happen. Love at first sight isn't always an instant declaration of forever. It's not the same as jumping into a relationship right away or believing that everything is perfect from the start. It's a connection, a recognition that is felt on a deep soul, deep level. It's a glimpse into something beautiful, something powerful, something that could become more over time. But it starts with that initial spark, that instant that feels like the world has just shifted into place. It's easy to be skeptical about the idea of love at first sight, especially in a world where we tend to question everything and look for logical explanations. But there's something magical about those moments when everything seems to fall into alignment, when two people are drawn together in a way that feels almost effortless, as if it was always meant to be. That's when love at first sight becomes not just a fantasy, but a real living experience, one that teaches us that some connections go beyond what we can see and touch, reaching into the deepest parts of who we are. And when it happens, it's a reminder that sometimes love doesn't need to be searched for. It finds you when you least expect it. When we think about love and relationships, we often imagine a partnership where both people complement each other perfectly, where everything is easy and effortless. But love, especially when it comes to a soulmate, is so much more than just comfort and harmony. Soulmates challenge us to grow. They don't just love us for who we are in the present moment, they help us evolve into the people we are meant to become. When you meet your soulmate, it's not just about finding someone who agrees with everything you think or shares the same opinions and preferences. It's about meeting someone who challenges you, who pushes you to see the world in new ways, and who encourages you to break free from your old habits and comfort zones. This kind of growth isn't always easy, but it's essential for personal transformation. The challenge begins with the way they see you. A soulmate doesn't just look at you with love, they look at you with a deep understanding. They see your potential, sometimes even more clearly than you can see it yourself. And it's in that vision that they push you to become the best version of yourself. They encourage you to pursue your passions, to chase your dreams, and to believe in yourself in ways you might have never thought possible. But growth doesn't just happen in the smooth, happy moments. It happens in the challenges, in the tough times, when both partners are forced to face their insecurities, their fears, and their weaknesses. A soulmate isn't there to make your life easier, they're there to help you overcome the obstacles that stand in your way. They stand by you not just to support you, but to help you face your own limitations head on. Through their presence, you learn how to be more patient, more empathetic, and more understanding of both yourself and the world around you. This kind of growth often comes through disagreements, misunderstandings, and moments of tension. It's during these times that the real work of a relationship happens. It's when you are forced to reflect on your own beliefs, to communicate openly and honestly, and to let go of any old habits or thoughts that no longer serve you. A soulmate challenges you to confront the parts of yourself that you might have been avoiding, pushing you to let go of the past and step into the future with an open heart and a new perspective. At the same time, a soulmate helps you grow emotionally. They encourage you to be vulnerable, to express your fears and desires, and to show up in the relationship as your authentic self. They teach you that love isn't about perfection, but about accepting each other's flaws and growing together through them. With their support, you learn to love more deeply, to trust more fully, and to take risks that you might have been too scared to take before. The growth that comes from a soulmate relationship is profound because it's not just about changing for the sake of the relationship, it's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. It's about shedding the old layers of self-doubt, fear, and insecurity, and stepping into your own power, all with the support and encouragement of someone who loves you unconditionally. In the end, a soulmate doesn't just challenge you, they help you become the best version of yourself, and that's one of the greatest gifts love can offer. When we think about relationships, we often picture a smooth journey where both individuals enjoy each other's company without much conflict. It's easy to assume that love is meant to be easy, comfortable, even effortless. However, true growth in a relationship doesn't come from comfort, it comes from challenges. Soulmates don't just love you for who you are, they challenge you to become the person you are meant to be, pushing you to grow in ways you may not have imagined. A soulmate is not someone who just mirrors your thoughts and beliefs or makes your life free of challenges. In fact, the most important way they impact your life is by challenging you to step out of your comfort zone, to face your fears and insecurities, and to evolve into a more complete version of yourself. It's easy to stay stagnant, to keep living in your familiar bubble, but a soulmate won't let you do that. They'll help you confront your weaknesses and flaws, not in a way that judges you, but in a way that encourages you to improve and rise above. When you meet your soulmate, you will often find yourself facing parts of yourself you hadn't noticed before. They might bring to light areas where you've been holding back or where you've been limiting yourself. At first, this might feel uncomfortable. It may seem like they are challenging you in ways that are difficult, or even confronting you in ways that make you feel vulnerable. But it's in those moments that the deepest growth happens. A soulmate will help you see things differently. whether it's about your own behavior, your relationship with others, or how you perceive the world around you. They'll help you identify habits or beliefs that no longer serve you, and in doing so, they push you to become a better, more open-hearted version of yourself. This process of growth often involves facing your fears. It's not always easy to confront the aspects of yourself that are uncomfortable to face, but when you have a soulmate who stands by you, they encourage you to be braver, to take risks, and to face life's challenges with confidence. You may find yourself pushed into situations you might have avoided before, whether it's taking on a new career opportunity, opening your heart more fully, or standing up for yourself in situations where you would have remained silent before. Your soulmate challenges you to expand your boundaries and grow in ways that you might have thought were impossible. Additionally, soulmates help us grow emotionally. Relationships are a journey, and with the right person, you are encouraged to show your true, vulnerable self. A soulmate allows you to express your feelings, your fears, your dreams, and your insecurities without judgment. They teach you that love isn't about perfection, it's about accepting each other's flaws and supporting each other as you evolve. Through this emotional growth, you learn to trust more deeply, to communicate more openly, and to be more compassionate with yourself and others. In a soulmate relationship, the growth that happens is not just about changing for the sake of the relationship, it's about becoming the person you were always meant to be. Soulmates challenge us to face ourselves in ways that are difficult but ultimately transformative. By confronting the uncomfortable, we learn to shed the layers of doubt, fear, and uncertainty that hold us back, and we step into a new version of ourselves, stronger, wiser, and more open to love. It's this growth, more than anything else, that makes the connection with a soulmate so powerful and meaningful. In our lives, we often spend a great deal of time searching for who we are, trying to figure out our purpose, our passions, and the deeper aspects of ourselves. It's a journey that can be filled with confusion, self-doubt, and countless questions. But sometimes we don't have to do this search alone. A soulmate can be the catalyst that helps us discover the true essence of who we are. They don't just love us for the person we are today, they encourage us to uncover parts of ourselves we might have never realized existed, helping us find a deeper connection to our true selves. A soulmate has the unique ability to see beyond the surface and tap into the heart of who you are. Often we build walls around ourselves, hiding our true feelings, our authentic selves, because we fear rejection or judgment. A soulmate doesn't just love the mask we wear for the world, they love the real person behind that mask, and they encourage us to remove those layers of protection. With them, you feel safe enough to be completely vulnerable, to show parts of yourself you've kept hidden for so long. This creates a space for self-discovery where you can explore the depths of your own soul and understand yourself on a much deeper level. They help you recognize your strengths and weaknesses, often showing you qualities you may not have even seen in yourself. A soulmate doesn't just tell you what you want to hear, they push you to realize your potential and help you see what you're truly capable of. Through their love and support, you begin to believe in yourself more fully. The qualities you might have once doubted in yourself, your creativity, intelligence, resilience, are nurtured and brought to the forefront. This process of self-rediscovery allows you to embrace who you are without the self-doubt that often holds us back. A soulmate also helps you recognize your passions and desires, sometimes before you even understand them yourself. They inspire you to pursue the things that light you up inside, whether it's a career, a creative pursuit, or a cause that deeply resonates with you. They encourage you to follow your heart, even when the path is uncertain, and to embrace the journey of finding what truly makes you happy. With their unwavering support, you begin to realize that your dreams are worth chasing, and you no longer have to silence your true desires for the sake of others' expectations. Another way a soulmate helps you find your true self is by encouraging you to confront your fears and insecurities. We all have parts of ourselves that we hide out of fear, whether it's fear of failure, fear of rejection, or fear of not being enough. A soulmate helps you see that these fears do not define you. They offer support, patience, and understanding as you work through your self-doubt, helping you realize that you are more than your fears. As you confront these challenges together, you learn to let go of the limitations you've placed on yourself and open yourself up to new possibilities. In the end, a soulmate doesn't just love you, they help you love yourself. They help you see who you are at your core, beyond the doubts, the fears, and the confusion. They encourage you to embrace your true self, to pursue your passions, and to believe in your worth. The journey of self-discovery is not always easy, but with a soulmate by your side, it becomes a beautiful, transformative experience. Through their love, you are able to find the person you are always meant to be, someone who is authentic, confident, and deeply connected to their own truth. When we think of love, we often associate it with a feeling, something that sweeps over us in an instant, fills us with warmth, and makes everything feel effortless. The idea of love being purely emotional is romantic and at times magical. But as we move through life and experience relationships, we come to understand that love is not just about fleeting feelings or bursts of passion. Love is a choice. It is a conscious decision made every day to show up for someone, to be patient, kind, and understanding, even when the initial spark begins to fade. The early stages of a relationship are often filled with intense emotions. You're excited, happy, and everything feels new and exhilarating. But as time passes, the novelty can wear off. The overwhelming feelings that once seemed all-encompassing may subside, and that's when many people begin to question their love for one another. It's in these moments that we realize that love can't solely rely on emotions. Emotions can be unpredictable. They can be high one day and low the next. But true love endures beyond the changing tides of emotion. It's built on a foundation of choice. Choosing to love someone means deciding every day to put in the effort to nurture the relationship. It's about choosing to communicate, to be present, and to understand one another even when times are tough. Love is about making the decision to work through disagreements, to forgive mistakes, and to grow together. It's not always easy. There will be moments of frustration, times when you feel misunderstood, or when you may feel disconnected. But love at its core is about choosing to work through these challenges rather than giving up when things get hard. Love as a choice also involves taking responsibility for your actions and emotions. It means understanding that your partner is not responsible for your happiness or fulfillment. Instead, you both share the responsibility of creating a relationship that is nurturing and supportive. In any healthy relationship, both people must decide to love and support each other, not because they feel like it all the time, but because they understand that love is an ongoing commitment to each other's growth, well-being, and happiness. Moreover, love is about respect, trust, and empathy. These are not automatic. They require effort and intention. It is easy to be loving and affectionate when everything is going well, but it takes true commitment to choose love during times of conflict or hardship. It's in these moments that the choice to love becomes most meaningful. When a relationship faces challenges, love becomes a conscious decision to stay by each other's side, to listen without judgment, to forgive when necessary, and to choose each other even when it feels difficult. In the end, love is much more than just an emotion. It is a powerful, ongoing decision to show up for the person you care about. It's not about waiting for the next wave of passion to arrive. It's about choosing to keep investing in the relationship even when the intensity of those initial feelings has settled. Love, when viewed as a choice, becomes something enduring, resilient, and deeper than any fleeting emotion. It's a commitment that strengthens over time and can weather any storm because it's grounded not in how we feel in any given moment, but in the decision to continually show love, respect, and care for one another.